Hello and welcome you all. Myself Dhananjay Patil, lecturer Kekawag Institute of Pharmacy, Nashik. Today we are going to learn about Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act 1955 and rules thereunder 1976, part 2. So we already covered part 1 in our previous video. So manufacturer. The manufacture of alcoholic and other narcotic drugs can be undertaken only under the authority of a licensee granted for purpose. Such license is issued only when the requisite license for manufacture of drug under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act has been first obtained. The license cannot be transferred or sold and has to be exhibited in a conspicuous part of the licensed premises. Manufacture of medicinal and toilet preparation containing alcohol is permitted both in bond as well as outside bond. Manufacturing in bond or bonded manufactory or laboratories. A license is issued from Office of the Excise Commissioner of the State for alcohol. Application should be made 2 months in advance prior to date of manufacturing along with requisite fee as indicated. The application should include name, address and site of bonded laboratory. If it is a firm, name and address of every partner of the firm. If it is a company, its registration, register name, address of the managing director and directors, capital to be invested for bonded appreciation, number and description of apparatus, machinery, steel, and maximum amount of alcohol to remain at one time. Approximate date of starting manufacturing, requirement of excise officer, either whole time or part time. List of preparation containing alcohol, license number issued by licensing authority under DCA, elevation plan of different rooms, details of doors and windows and quarters for excise staff are to be provided. In case of firm partnership deal and in case of company, list of association and latest balance sheet of the company. Structure of bonded manufacturing or laboratory. A separate plain spirit store is required to be provided in the bonded premises. There should be only one entrance to the laboratory, only one door for each of its compartment, a separate room for manufacturing of medicinal preparation, one or more of the storage, a separate room for manufacture of toilet preparation and their storage, a room for excise officer in charge near the entrance with furniture. The bonded laboratory should be open and closed in presence of excise officer in charge and secured with excise ticket locks. Every window in the bonded laboratory should be provided with iron rods not less than 19 mm in thickness, set apart at a distance of not more than 102 mm. The iron rods should be embedded in brick construction to a depth of 51 mm at each end. The windows should be covered from inside with strong wire netting, the aperture of which should not exceed 25 mm in diameter. Each room in a bonded laboratory should have a board indicating name and a serial number of the room and the purpose for which it is used. Painted in oil color. The pipes from sinks in the laboratory should be connected to closed drainage, ultimately forming part of general drainage system. The gas and electric supply should be arranged in such a way that they are cut off at the end of the day's work from one place. All the regulators or switches should be securely locked. Permanent vessels in bonded laboratory should bear the serial number and a statement of full capacity of the vessel. The spirit should be obtained from the spirit warehouse approved by Excise Commissioner. The indent should be sent in duplicate in prescribed form, countersigned by the officer in charge of the laboratory. Alcohol is issued in duly sealed container and under intimation to the excise officer concerned. No wastage during transshipment is permissible, and for any loss due to the negligence of the manufacturer, excise duty has to be paid. Verification and storage of alcohol in bonded laboratory. On its arrival in bonded laboratory, alcohol is measured in volume and strength. Entries are made in register and stored in spirit store room under excise block with perfect coordination between excise officer in charge and officer of manufacturing unit. The alcohol is issued from spirit store from time to time in accordance with the procedure laid down under the rules. Issue of alcohol from store. The manufacturer should calculate requirement of alcohol and hand it over to the excise officer. All ingredients should be kept ready, and on receipt of alcohol, the solvent should be mixed immediately in presence of excise officer. The percolator or other vessels containing alcohol during the process of manufacturing and storage should be labeled with the name of the product, batch number, description, quantity of alcohol used, date of manufacturer, and quantity of preparation removed. The preparation should be immediately removed to the store, measured and stored in a vessel provided, enter in register and given a batch number. Issue from bonded laboratory. The manufacturer makes an application to excise officer and pays excise duty, or it can be adjusted against any advance duty paid by him. Only on payment of calculated duty, the goods containing alcohol and narcotic drugs are permitted to be taken out of the bonded laboratory by excise officer. Exemption from excise duty. The preparation supplied to government hospital, dispensary, and charitable hospitals and institutions which supply medicines to a poor as certified by the district medical officer are exempted from payment of excise duty. Ayurvedic and homeopathic preparations. Ayurvedic preparation are of two types: self-generating alcohol containing preparation like asavad and aristas prepared by distillation or addition of alcohol. Self-generating preparation containing alcohol were earlier exempted from excise duty. However, now all such preparations are chargeable with 4% ad valorem excise duty. Those with more than 2% self-generated alcohol and being capable of consume as beverages are charged duty of 4% ad valorem excise duty. Ayurvedic practitioners are exempted for license from excise authorities if the samples are being used for their own patients. However, the excise officer should be allowed to take the sample if required. For homeopathic preparation capable of consumption as ordinary alcoholic beverages, the excise duty of 4% ad valorem is required to be paid. Thank you so much.